Hello and welcome to Perspectives. My name is Jeff Brenner and I am your host. Panelist Andrea says, you've heard about mudslinging, but what about slinging the poop? That's what Bertha Lewis did at her socialist anti-American hate rally.
So recently the head of ACORN, Bertha Lewis, got caught talking to a group of socialists where she admitted to being a socialist and that she was proud of it. And of course she's representing an organization that Obama was a member of and worked for and is still closely tied to.
Can you define socialism? Give me a definition on that, would you?
Socialism is really a centralized or government-controlled economy, and it's to solve social injustice. This idea that profits, especially corporate profits, are evil, and that anybody working for a corporation and making profits, is evil.
Yes, Obama is trying to adjust the taxes accordingly because, of course, the more you make, the more taxes you pay. So, but to say that he thinks that corporate America is evil, I mean, that's a lie.
Actually, he said it on April 29th, just a few days ago, where he said, at some point, when you've made enough money, isn't enough enough? Well, I want to know when he's asked that of Oprah Winfrey. I want to know when he's gone to LeBron James and said, you know what, you've made enough money.
What he's saying is, okay, you are the CEO, and you'd rather lay off 1 million people than for you to say, okay, I'll take a little bit of a cut. That's what he's talking about. When is enough enough?
Well, you know what? What employees has LeBron James ever paid? What payroll has he ever met?
Exactly.
None.
He's not making a
so
trillion.
He gets to keep all his
no,
money.
I'm telling you the difference. What I'm saying is LeBron is not laying off half of his staff in order to keep his income.
So?
I see where you might get that connection to Obama and socialism. So I did some research on it, and I came across an article that was written just last month in the Washington Post. The article headline said, "Obama's no socialist, I should know." And the author of the article was the man who was the editor of the Socialist magazine. And it was very clearly stated as to what definitions of socialism are and how Obama is not that. The first clear indication that Obama is not, in fact, a socialist is the way his administration is avoiding structural changes to the financial system.
After everything you've said, I just have one question for you. What is wrong with the United States economy climbing back up so we could fulfill our own individual dreams to become, more stable? That's what Obama is doing. Obama is trying to help this country become a better country. He's helping the auto industry recreate jobs, giving them money so they can reopen up the plant, give jobs to people so that people can work and pay taxes. Give this man some time. He hasn't even fulfilled his own first 4 terms yet. We gave Bush 8 years, all right? Like I said, give this man 4 years to do something.
No, I don't think Obama's a socialist. I think he's trying to do the best job he can for the greater good of the people in this country, not for a small percentage of the people, but for the majority of the people. And I'm so sick of all the political posturing going on. It's just back and forth, one side, another side. It's turned just ugly, evil, nasty. I feel like we've stepped back 75 years in this country. The parties need to try to work together instead of just bad-mouthing each other. I mean, it's not even politics anymore. It's just the Republicans just are lockstep in everything that they do. Why can't they try to work together with the administration? There's just a basic respect for the office of president that has been lost in this country that even existed when Bush was in office.
It's like looking at the new mayor of New Orleans. He cannot fix what the levees have been just for years and years and years of being done incorrectly. He cannot fix it in 2 months. And Obama is being asked to fix what was broken for 8 years. As a matter of fact, even before that. I mean, it's been 2 years, and he's trying his best.
And he's done a lot in 2 years already.
Yeah, he did a lot in 2 years, and he never said, I'm going to take all the money from the wealthy. What he said is, let's kind of restructure this a little bit.
Exactly.
So that the CEOs are not just making. How can you say, I'll just lay off 10,000 people, rather than for you take a little bit of a cut yourself? That's what he's saying. He's not saying that, I don't want people to be wealthy. Just pull back a little bit.
By the way, I mean, what about when you build out all those big companies and then later on you found out those executives took $2 million bonuses after they bailed them out? And guess what? They went on a cruise. And they went to have fun with their families when the other people are suffering. Okay, listen. Okay, you're the CEO of these big companies. You deserve this money. You're right. You made it. Guess what? Well, you know what? Pay a little.
If that is the greatest system and what has made this country the greatest most economically sound and most charitable country in the world was capitalism. It is the natural system of a free man. Because what ultimately
So
happens...
what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
Well, look where we are right now.
Long before Obama got here happened. That's what happened.
It didn't just happen
long
in the
before
last year
Obama
and a
got
half.
here.
I'm not saying that capitalism is a perfect system, but it has been the greatest system ever in the world. And you know what? If socialism was so great, how come all these people in these other socialist countries why aren't they driving Cadillacs?
He's not
It does
trying
not work.
to be
I
a
know.
socialist.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not
the
trying
thing
to be
here.
one. Only
That.
thing he's trying to do is help to figure out a way to
Well,
not
that's
have so many people that's so poor.
That's
The majority elected Obama based on the fact that we wanted change. Well, now change is starting to come around, and people, it seems like hate and fear is just rearing its head.
to sanction the government coming into anybody's pocket and to say that they have the right to take my money and give it to somebody else is a system that fails because it rewards the worst of mankind, which is laziness and lack of ambition.
There are too many homeless and poor people in America. It just doesn't make more sense this to be the land of the free. Well, it's not proven to be that way.
Because he's lost a lot of people who voted for him who did not understand that this change did mean socialism.
I don't care if we find out he's God himself. He can never win with some people. He just can't win.
Something to say.